My friends, just because you can't get out and ride your bike or go to the real gym as much as you'd want, there are still ways to keep fresh, to stay in shape, to keep the blood moving and get stronger. So today I present to you 6 incredibly simple workouts. They are just dead simple. You don't need any equipment except for the pull-ups, which will be the last one, but there's other ways to do that workout. Incredibly simple, but oh so tough. If you do these workouts, you will get stronger, you will get faster, you will get fitter. You just have to commit. You just have to do it, and that's life. You just have to show up, and if you do, you're gonna get better. I love me a challenge workout. A challenge workout is something where you get a score at the end. Sometimes the score is your time, sometimes the score is how many reps you were able to complete. CrossFit does tons and tons of challenge style workouts where everything is always scored and you're always like, man, can I get better next time? Can I get faster? Am I even getting fitter? Let's get into the workouts. Workout number 1, I call it Simple Sufferfest. Your score is your time, how quickly you can complete 3 rounds of 10 push-ups, 10 air squats, and 10 sit-ups. So you get your phone ready, you hit start, and you go. You do 10 push-ups, 10 air squats, 10 sit-ups. That's 1 round. And then you repeat. You go through that whole thing again. That's 2 rounds. And then you go back to the top and you complete it for 3 rounds and you stop the clock when you finish that last sit-up. I absolutely love this workout because it is very simple. Anybody can do it over a good enough timeline. You may need to cheat on your push-ups. If you can't do full push-ups, you can go from your knees. You could go more vertical, kind of go off the side of something like this. That counts. If that's all you can do, that still counts. So you start your own benchmarks and you do it and you try to get better and better. So I recorded all of these workouts as a separate video, individual videos where if you want to fire up a workout video, you can always put it on your little YouTube history, fire it up, put it on the TV, put it on your laptop, and work out with me. Some of them work better than others when you're working out together with the video, but yeah, check it out. If that's something that would get you into a groove, that would get you into a habit or a routine, put a little playlist together and do the workout. Workout number 2, I call a little more spicy, just a little more spicy. It's kind of a weird workout scheme, this rep scheme we call it in CrossFit. It's very common. I don't know why it's common, but it seems to work. You do 21 air squats, 21 push-ups, then you do 15 air squats, 15 push-ups, then you do 9 air squats and 9 push-ups. And if you add that all together, it's pretty damn hard. So your time is your score for this as well, because you just have a certain number of reps that you have to get through and you have to finish and bust it out as fast as you can. And just to make sure we're on the same page, I consider an air squat. You put your feet about shoulder width apart and you get your butt down below your knees. I'm sure in these videos, I'm not 100% perfect on every single one, but we try our best to get the butt down below your knees. Then you're in that squat position, then you go back up and that's 1. And with the push-ups, I'm always trying to touch my chin or my belly button or my nipples to the ground. That's my standard of a real push-up. Keep my hands about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider, but you're going down to the ground. That's a real push-up. And speaking of real push-ups, workout number 3, just 50 push-ups. That's all it is. Just complete 50 push-ups in one go. If you stop and you have to rest while you're doing your 50 push-ups, you have to stand up and do 20 air squats. This is an awesome, awesome challenge. If you're doing real push-ups, don't do these little half-assed, halfway down, quarter push-ups, whatever. Get your belly button to the ground and push and work for it. I really, really like this. I've done it twice now, and I was not faster either time. I was almost the same time either time, and it is a brutal workout. Shout out to Paul the punter on that one. I love a challenge workout like this where it's actually so simple. You could say it in one sentence, but to actually do it is a whole nother thing. Workout number 4. Now we kind of kicked the difficulty up quite a bit. Now we're gonna get into burpees. We're gonna do 7 minutes, as many burpees as you can possibly do. Burpees are about the hardest you can work while being in a almost stationary position. A 6 foot by 2 foot box, you could get a really crazy workout in by doing 7 minutes of burpees. You start these in a standing position, you go down to the ground, you get your chest to the ground just like a push-up, you pop up, you get your legs under you, then you jump up, you try to get 6 inches off the ground or 6 inches in the air, just enough to kind of jump up. That's what makes a real burpee work. Boom, you land, you go right back down. You get face down on the ground, you put your legs under, you jump up. These are tough and they start to accumulate, and it's just, it builds and builds. It seems so simple at first and it gets so hard. Just like all these workouts. That's the whole theme of this thing. Your score for this workout is how many burpees you are able to complete. Workout number 5 is quite the doozy. It's called Cindy's Cousin. In CrossFit, they have all these workouts that are named after ladies. Cindy is a workout that has pull-ups. I didn't want to put a ton of pull-up workouts in this, even though I love pull-ups. So I did Cindy's Cousin, which is a 20-minute clock. You start your timer, you go for 20 minutes, and then you do 5 burpees, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. That counts as 1 round. So every time you do 1 round, you mark something down. I had a little piece of cardboard and a Sharpie. So for 20 minutes, you're tallying, you're just marking numbers on the board. Round and round you go. Just 5 burpees, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, over and over. For me, when I did this, the burpees were not that bad. The air squats were pretty easy. The push-ups, doing 10 push-ups over and over and over. And basically because the burpees, doing 5 burpees is like doing 5 push-ups, but kind of easier because you get a little momentum when you're kicking around. But man, the 10 push-ups, I was able to do it unbroken for a little while. And then once I got 3 or 4 rounds in, I had to do 5 push-ups at a time, 2 push-ups at a time, and really dial it down, and really slowed me down. But that's the thing. If I do it again next week and I get faster, I'll have a little bit better strategy. Even if you mess up and you lose count on any of these workouts, you're gonna do it faster next time. So you always look forward to doing it next time and doing it more perfect. And if you mess up on one, it's okay, because that means your score is only gonna be better this time around. And yes, that's a mandatory shirt off workout. Just get naked in your garage. Just make sure the air is flowing. It helps you the most to get these workouts done. And finally, number 6, probably my favorite workout because you could do it with all kinds of different exercises. It's called death by pull-ups. You can do death by sit-ups, you could do death by air squats, you could do death by any kind of workout, like handstand push-ups. Anything you can think of that's decently tough should be tried in the death by workout. And just like all the other workouts in this video, it is easy to explain, hard to execute. Well, this one's, it's a little harder to explain, but it makes total sense, but me trying to articulate it is going to be tough. You start your phone, you start your clock. In the first minute, you have to do 1 rep. You have 1 minute to complete that first rep. So you start at 0, and before the clock strikes 1 minute, you do 1 rep. Then, after the clock strikes 1 minute, before the clock strikes 2 minutes, you do 2 reps. So you're always ramping up every single minute. It's, at first you got plenty of time. Wow, 1 minute to do 1 pull-up, no problem. 1 minute to do 2 pull-ups, no problem. So it's called EMOM in CrossFit, every minute on the minute. So as it starts to ramp up and as the pull-ups start to accumulate, it gets ridiculously silly. So the 5th round, before the clock strikes 5, you got to get 5 pull-ups in. And you're like, okay, whoop, then 6 and then 7. And it just adds up and adds up. And it's a fun one, a crazy one. I love it. Also a good one to try with push-ups. If you're struggling with your push-ups, you have 1 minute to complete 1, and then 1 minute to complete 2, and then 1 minute to complete 3. It just ramps up until it kills you. I was pretty happy with my pull-up performance. I think I made it into round 9, so I was able to complete 53 pull-ups in 9 minutes. I thought that was so cool and so tough, and I want to do it again. Unfortunately, I don't have any pull-up equipment at my house. I was at Seth's house, and he randomly had a ladder that was up against his house, but I do have a ladder that I could kind of put up against the shed or something. not very safe. That's kind of why I avoided the pull-ups and all these other workouts, because we don't all have access to that stuff. But man, great workout. If you can go find it like an outdoor playground or something like that and go find a pull-up bar, because monkey bars and stuff are pretty common. If your outdoor playgrounds aren't roped off with caution tape, as mine are around my area. So yeah, do push-ups instead. I've been doing these workouts over the past couple weeks and I feel really good when I do one. Always getting a workout in, even getting a bike ride in, you have to jump over a little bit of a mental hurdle, but once you do it, once you're in it, and afterwards, you never regret it. So if you've got time, if you've got a little box of an apartment or a room or a place to lay down a towel, get these workouts done. Give them a try. Give every single one of these a try and get in there. Check out my workout videos in the description. Work out alongside of me. I think it's awesome. I think we should mix up our workouts a little more, not just riding the bike. This kind of stuff, this bodyweight stuff is awesome. I think I like lifting big kettlebells and all that stuff too, but there is really good fitness to be had from just moving around. If you guys have some good challenge workouts, leave them in the comments. I really love the 50 push-ups thing because it's such a weird, like, it has a penalty and there's a time thing and it's very competitive. So if you guys leave some down in the comments, if I get 5 or 6 really good ones, I might do a video again, but it's up to you. It's up to you guys to actually give me some good stuff, and I'd love to make that happen while we're here on lockdown. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail eventually.